When you're on the battlefield, veterans will tell you that bond that you have with your team is inseparable. But the dynamics change when you come home.
And in depth tonight, Brian Mastery reports on how soldiers want to honor one of their own.
Arlington National Cemetery in Virginia commands silence and respect. Arlington conducts, on average, 8 funeral services every day with military honors.
He was one of the first people I met when I got to Fort Bragg.
For Kyle Hansen of Omaha,
he was one of the first people to take me around and show me the ropes.
And Jenna Vaughn of Lincoln, their friend, their fellow soldier in Iraq, his final resting place became Arlington. Specialist Jesse Lee Tolbert's remains are in section S25. He was 26 years old.
This man who was full of life, he had the best smile and the bluest eyes, and he was always there for his, his friends, and he had that go-get-'em attitude, this honor and integrity that, a lot of people don't get to see.
The last memory I have with him is throwing his boots up onto the wire, and he was just full of life. He's like, "I'm out of here, catch you guys later." Tossed his boots up on the wire. We had a beer, and he took the next flight out of Dodge.
Kyle Hansen and Jesse Tolbert provided base defense. They patrolled together as part of the 259th Field Service Company. They spent 13 months in Iraq. After they left the Army in 2009, Jesse went back to West Virginia, Kyle to Nebraska. A few weeks ago, Kyle tried to reach out to his old friend after a fellow soldier had died. He knew Jesse would want to know.
None of the phone numbers I had worked anymore, and so I got on the internet to try and find him. But instead of this phone number, I found his obituary.
Kyle knew his friend suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder.
And it was often the topic of our conversations when we would speak.
But thought Jesse was managing it best he could. Friends now acknowledge that on December 30th, 2012, he ended his own life.
You do feel when any one of your military buddies has committed suicide or dies, is you can't help but feel somewhat responsible, I think. It's not one of those disorders. People, I think, get this notion that with post-traumatic stress or people with traumatic brain injury that all of the time they've got a 1,000-yard stare, and all of the time if you shut a car door they're gonna freak out or things like that. And when you have great days, you could be doing awesome for 12 months, 13 months, 2 days, 4 weeks, and then for a few days, you're just not doing okay.
As a tribute, Kyle and Jenna, along with a handful of others who serve with Specialist Tolbert, plan to visit his marker at the Arlington National Cemetery to say goodbye.
If we don't meet up and do this, is when are we going to ever, you hear stories of guys from Vietnam and the Second World War that don't see each other for 30, 40 years. It's the right thing to do for us to pay respects to a person that I think would have walked there if he had to. For us.
He would have done it for us, for sure.
And to remind other veterans, you've got friends.
Sadly, some think that there's no options left. So when those options have run out, where do I go from here?
In Omaha with photographer Jim Hinchik, Brian Mastery reporting, WWT6 News.
Kyle and Jenna, along with a couple of other members from Jesse's team, are looking for help in raising a little more than $3,000 for the trip. Any leftover money would go to Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. And we have more information about that and a link for information about PTSD on WOWT.com under Find It.